as a convener, you can go and look at your activities once they've been approved. And when I log in, today I'm Bridget. I don't sound like it, but I am. When I log in, here's my workshop that I put in down here, second last one. So that's been approved. Now in the approval process, our approvers will not be booking the rooms. They won't be checking whether the room is booked. That's up to you as the convener. They will change the 3-letter code that you put in here. This part here where I put in my mobile phone number, they will be keeping a check of those, so we have always got a unique code for each event that we have. So once you've come in, this is the upcoming list of activities. If you want to look at just your activities, you have to go off to activities again, and again it takes a while to get there. And you're twiddling your thumbs and you're thinking, what's going on? It is doing something. It just takes a little while to get there. All right, so here are the 2 events that I created, that Bridget created, sorry. And if you look at the first one, this one is on today. So the 4th of May, it's the 4th of May on my calendar. I can see that I've got registered for 2 people. And there is your list, and you can download the registration details. Okay, so over here, there's some buttons. That you can use. The first one is edit. So I'm going to show you how this one works on this second one. So if we edit that activity, and I have clicked on it, if I have to change the room, I will do that. You can change any of the details here that you set up originally. So you can see here, there's one person here waiting for a waiting list. So the session is full. A quick way to fix this, really, you can go to the session and bump up the number of maximum attendees. So if I do that and say, let's go to 3 and update the activity, or update it to 10 perhaps, and just wait for it to be updated, it'll tell you. Righto, and then we go back to waiting list. You still have to add the attendee manually. It doesn't automatically do it. And when you do, that person should get an email. Note about waiting lists. If you can't add any more to your numbers, then someone has to drop out before you can promote someone off the waiting list. So whenever you've done all your edits, waiting list, descriptions, sessions, whatever your changes happen to have been, you come down the bottom and you click on Update Activity. So when you've clicked on Update Activity, just wait. You have to get used to this waiting a little bit here. And now it says activity details have been updated. So we're right to move on. So I'm going to go back to activities. What I want to look at is this. The second one says download registration details. When you do that, you get something that looks like this. So you'll get a spreadsheet of all the people going and their dietary requirements, plus some other information about where they've come from, etc. So that's what that one does. The next one is mark attendance. Try to mark attendance before the session is complete, you'll just get this look. It just says AFS session 1, it's not finished yet, and it won't let you mark it. So I just wanted to show you what it looked like, because at 3:30 on today, this will change its look, and I'll come back to it and I'll show you what it looks like. At the end of the session, we click on this, And you can see now that the session has finished. We've got all the people who are there, their professional learning hours. And I actually have changed the time so I could show you this. At the moment, they're not marked, and you can go through one at a time, or you can just say attended, and if you need to change one, you can say they didn't attend. And save. And that will then go back to their details and add up to their VIT numbers. There is the ability to add attendees. So if people turn up on the day, you can add them in. So if we have a look at that, if I go for Mary has decided to come along. There she is. So we just register her. Yes, that session, that school, it should know her school. Yep, it's successful, so register her. But if someone is an external attendee, say a board chair, we'll choose our session, it's successful. We're just going to put their name in. Okay, and they come from Catholic Care, say. And then you register a non-staff or an external attendee. What we'll look at is print the sign-in sheet. So you can print that out and it looks like this. So you've got all the people who are attending, what their job title is, and they just sign in. This button talks about printing name tags. So I click that and I've downloaded it, and this is what it looks like. So you can use that or you don't have to use that. We would encourage you just to ask people to bring their name tags rather than printing off name tags, but up to you. This button is to cancel a session. So we won't do that. This one could be handy for you because once you've set up one activity, we talked about doing A, B, and C if it was workshop in Bendigo, in Shepparton and Wang. If all the details, the rest of the details are the same, you can just duplicate the activity and create the two other ones and just change the code to B and C and the name to Shepparton and Wang. So that would be very handy. This button here is add documents if you want the people to have documents, and this one is delete the activity. So cancel a session and delete activity appear to be the same, but you can have a multiple number of sessions in your event and you can just cancel one of those sessions. So that's what the difference is there. Note, it is your responsibility to cancel a session or delete an event.